Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video here on my channel today. I'm so excited to get right into this one. We're going to be watching Season 1, Episode 1, titled Ambush of Star Wars: The Clone Wars. I've really been looking forward to watching this series in its entirety again, and I'm also looking forward to continuing to watch Rebels. I really enjoyed Part 1 of the first episode of that series, so Part 2 will hopefully be coming out soon. You might have actually already seen it. That might come out before this video. I don't know how my schedule works, mainly because I don't have a schedule. With that being said, I'm not going to waste any time. I'm so excited to get into this episode. Also, don't forget that we're doing a 501st Clone Trooper Battle Pack giveaway right now, and all you have to do to enter that is just subscribe to the channel. So if you feel like being entered for that as well, just subscribe. That's all it takes. Nothing else. Let's watch. Great leaders inspire greatness in others. I used to be woke every time I read one of those titles. I'm sorry, but the Toydarians are some of the ugliest looking dudes I've ever seen.
Who are you?
I am only a messenger, Majesty.
Bullshit.
My master wishes to speak with you.
Katunko, great king of Toydaria. Forgive my intrusion.
Count Dooku.
I am aware Master Yoda hopes you will allow the Jedi to build
The only thing I can focus on in the scene is the flapping of their wings.
to protect themselves.
Ah, a valid question.
Delegation. This is the Republic envoy. Please respond. General, the Toydarian's beacon is active on the moon, but all our transmissions are being jammed.
That was kind of cool.
Caught them by surprise, all right.
Ooh, you see like all the missing textures for the model of that ship, dude? Whenever I go back and watch these, I always forget, like, this season is like 12 years old now. That's insane.
I have heard that a single Jedi equals 100 battle droids.
A lot more than that, Pops.
Reach the planet's surface, we must.
Dude,
In an escape pod, sir?
I've been watching Star Wars all my life, and this is the first time I've noticed how sharp Master Yoda's teeth are. Have they always been like that, or is that a, like, whatever. That is some hefty plot armor right there.
Ah, well. It's my programming.
And I almost feel bad for the droids. They're so stupid. I remember when I was a kid and I first watched this episode. I still am a kid, but when I was younger and I first watched this episode, I was absolutely in awe of this planet because it was like one of the first like actual like alien looking planets that we had seen in Star Wars. And even though it's kind of like weird and like funny looking now, it was like one of the coolest things I had ever seen when I was little.
What do you have in mind?
Beautiful this moon is.
Indeed.
Amazing. The universe. Yes.
I forget the names of all these clones. I know they're obviously from the Coruscant Guard, but I think we find out later in the episode.
There's gonna be a full battalion in there. Probably packing armor, too. We'll have something for them.
Oh, a straight path we will not follow.
I love little bits of Yoda's wisdom that are shown throughout this show. I think it's cool.
Find me.
Too big to fit in there. No, we're not. Watch this.
The dialogue is sometimes less impressive.
See? See? Size is not everything. Smaller in number are we, but larger in mind.
Then other times it's really good.
Now is the time to face the enemy, Lieutenant.
There's some good scenes in this one. I know the movie was released before this, but this episode, I forgot, it's a really good introduction to the show, basically. There's a lot of cool shots like that.
Okay, clankers.
Me. Don't move.
I forgot about that scene.
Position. Our heavy troops are moving.
Speaking of the clones in this episode, one of the things that I really like is how they don't really give the clones, speaking of them, a lot of plot armor. Like, they don't seem invincible. Like, you know, they're not standing up to this group of droids on their own and shooting them all down. And exactly, like when the lieutenant gets shot down and almost killed too, I really like how, you know, they're not capable of surviving by themselves without Yoda's help. It really adds some realism to the episode, and it doesn't make them feel invincible.
What are we gonna do, sir?
Which I think is something that a lot of shows fail to do. This part's really cool, but like, when I first watched this scene or this episode, I really genuinely felt a sense of fear for the clones, and I really like that. I don't like feeling safe in action scenes in shows and movies. I think it ruins the experience.
The Jedi
Damn.
won't elude me for long.
That mouth. Okay, that's not what I meant. Ah, the clones are some of my favorite characters, dude. They're so cool. The clone army, I think, is one of the coolest factions, if not the coolest faction in any sci-fi, in film history, in fantasy film history.
Concerned about weapons you are.
You say Jack?
Weapons do not
Agrees,
win battles.
Jack or Jack.
You're mine. Powerful again.
Sorry, Pops, I'm not gonna remember your name.
You can.
Okay, that's Thyre, yeah.
Long is the war. Only by
God, he's a cool character.
will you
I really wish we got to see more of them in this show, like these clones in particular.
He's just sitting here, in front of our tanks.
Shoot him! Shoot him now!
To this day, this is one of the coolest scenes in this show.
Fire! Fire!
Again, it's crazy to think this was the first episode. It's really fun to just see Yoda tear through these machines that are literally nothing to him. And then do stuff like that.
Doesn't look like the general needs help to me.
He's so fast, dude. I'm so sick. He's just vibing, bro.
today? Have you, Lieutenant? Hmm?
I think we all did, General.
So this was, I didn't realize,
Not
like when I was little, I didn't understand that Thyre was Thyre. So I'm assuming this was before he became a commander? Or is he a captain? Commander Thyre, right? Yeah.
Right.
He's a lieutenant right now.
Actions will be more fruitful with your successor. Ventress, kill him!
I kind of do miss the days where the Clone Wars was just so black and white like this.
Jedi Master Yoda, I am very pleased to meet you.
But I do really appreciate the more complicated plots a lot more, now that I'm older.
failed you, Ventress has. Count.
I don't fear you, Jedi.
Strong you are with the dark side, young one. But not that strong.
Dude, he doesn't even care. He's just like, give me those.
Still much to learn, you have.
In fact, I love that he's so confident that he just gives them right back to her.
We can.
That is not necessary. My
Say psych right now.
You have my faith.
There you go.
Targaryen would be honored to host
I
your
kind of
place.
forgot what happened there for a
My
second.
people are at your service.
Your Majesty,
His sword's really cool.
we will not.
Would that be considered a cutlass? Is that what they look like, the curved swords? I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know my weapons. Bro, why is that clone in the gunship like tweaking? Like why was he kneeling like that? Oh man, dude, it's such a good show. It's such a good show. I've missed it so much. I'm so happy to be watching it from start to finish again, it really just, it makes me so happy to relive all these memories. I haven't watched the older episodes in a while, and this was really fun to go back and see. Like, there were a lot of impressive things about this episode. Like I said, like the lighting in the one scene when they were in the forest, that was really good. I really like the introduction of Thyre and the clones, and you can see right from the beginning that the clones are going to be significant characters, even if it's not this group of clones that ends up being like the main group. Obviously, like Domino Squad and Jesse and Fives and Hardcase and Tup and all of them end up being like the main core group of clones. It's really cool to see them like introducing us to the idea of being attached and making connections with like characters that are basically the same person, which has never really been done before, which I can't believe they actually made it work, to be honest with you. But again, the clones are just some of the best characters in all of the show, in all of Star Wars, to be honest. I think a lot of you will agree with me when I say that, and yeah, just I love that part. And seeing Master Yoda like really just tear into the droids this episode, this is like one of the only times we actually got to see him do that. It was really fun. I really enjoyed it. This was a great episode, great introduction to Clone Wars. I really enjoyed watching this again. I hope you all did too. If you did, please consider subscribing to my channel and liking the video down below. I'm so excited to do more of these and to do more Rebels, so again, subscribe if you want to see those. But that's pretty much it. We're going to end the video here. Thank you all for watching. I don't want to bore you too much. Again, I really appreciate any support you give me, and I hope you enjoyed, and hopefully I'll catch you in the next reaction. Have a great day, guys, and take care.